Hey guys, welcome to another week here at the Geek course, and today we're going to do the assassin choke from the Crucifix position. But at first, I'm just going to do a very basic entry here into the Crucifix, just to get you guys going, okay? So, we're going to start off in the turtle position, nice and easy, and let's turn it a little bit the other way. So you'll see I'm here beside Christian, and I'm looking now to get this leg that's closer to him in between his knee and his elbow here, okay? This is just so I can start exposing his arm out to the side here, okay? So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna bring the heel of the leg here in, right in front of his elbow, and I'm kind of hooking his arm here, okay? Now I can bring the arm back and trap his arm, okay? This gives me the possibility to isolate his arm on this side, but now I'm looking to isolate the opposite arm on the far side as well, okay? To do that, I'm now looking for a grip on his wrist, right? If you feel like it's difficult to get the wrist grip straight away, just try to focus on getting a seatbelt, as the seatbelt will do you good, at least until he starts grabbing, trying to remove the grips. That's when you start looking for his wrist, and you can usually go with both hands on the wrist to get a good grip here, okay? Now, there's two ways you can go. One is, of course, pulling him a little bit over you here, so I'm gonna pull him sort of into a rolling motion to this side, or I can start looking to roll over my shoulder, like right over him, okay? So you have this one here, boom, and we can come here, okay? Now, once we're in the Crucifix position, let's turn towards the camera this way. There we go. So what you want to do now is you want to release this arm so that you can start working the choke. A lot of the times, if I just start working here straight away, he will start using his hand because it's quite near, and I don't really have a good control yet of this hand to remove it completely, okay? Same is thing for this one. If I'm just keeping this leg right on top of his bicep, he can still bring this arm in, and he can do me some pain, or not pain, but just making it more trouble, right? So first things first, let's look at this arm. I'm gonna now cross my other leg on top. And this now, if he tries to bring this arm in, it's quite hard to bring it in that distance, right? This other arm, what I like to do here is first off, slide my hand from his wrist over to like right below the pinky so that I can keep holding this grip here, okay? This allows me to control at least for somewhat time until I can start opening up his gi here a little bit, okay? The reason why I like to open the gi is because now I can wrap his wrist with this gi and then grab his lapel. This allows me to kind of replace the hand that was on top of his wrist here with just this lapel. And now, as you can see, I have a free arm. He tries to bring any of his arms towards his neck. It's quite difficult, right? Last but not least, to get the choke, I'm opening my gi here on the back, okay? And this back gi, this is the one I'm gonna be passing around his face. And you need to make it a little bit loose, at least so I could pass it around his head here, okay? So the first variation is quite easy. You're basically just grabbing the tip of your gi and you're bringing it around his head and you're making sure that you're right below the chin, and then you can pull the arm back and you're bringing your shoulder forward, okay? So you're bringing there and there you have it, okay? So very simple and plain. You make a little loop with your lapel. I like to grab right above the tip basically, and I'm just gonna loop it around his head and bring my elbow over. You're always making sure your elbow kind of goes right behind his head, as if your elbow is up, he will easily be able to kind of bring his head backwards and kind of move up against you, basically. So you want to be making sure that you get your shoulder behind his neck, and here you go, you can tighten the choke. As for the other variation, this one I'm not so used to doing, but basically you change the grip from being like this here to being thumbs up, okay? And when you go thumbs up, you're gonna go behind the other side, and then you bring your elbow over, okay? And as you bring your elbow over, you're gonna bring the elbow behind his head and you're just pulling here to get the finish. So you have the first one here. Sorry about your ear. And you have the second one here. And these two are, I mean, I guess it's mostly preference, but probably one works more than the other for most people, right? So once you have this, you're pretty good set to go, as both of his arms is trapped and you can kind of take your sweet time to squeeze and adjust and make sure it's tighter. One last time. Let's from the start. Wow. So we're here, knee comes in, trap, boom, you can go here. Boom. Now, get my lapel into the picture. And there we go. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Boss.